Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Peter Kalitz, and I'm one of the creators of the Metta leadership approach. The first thing I want to talk about on this new channel is the reason why we call it Metta leadership. We've gone back and forth over what we should actually call this, but the term which has consistently resonated with me is Metta leadership. This is Metta spelled with Metta. Metta is a Pali word, which some of you may be familiar with if you've ever done any Buddhist meditation. Metta means benevolence and loving kindness. Now, you might be asking yourself why we need another approach to leadership at this point in time. There are so many different versions. Some of the things you're talking about, Peter, sound a lot like other leadership approaches that I've heard of, like transformational leadership or servant leadership or quantum leadership. The thing I want to get across is that everything's a remix. And so every time we approach leadership, we're drawing on these different perspectives. And so is Metta leadership drawing on some of the same principles as some of these well-established perspectives on leadership? Absolutely. But what makes it different is Metta. Metta, or benevolence and loving kindness, is the intention with which we engage with leadership. So, as a leader, we have to care about those we lead, including ourselves. And in Metta leadership, we're first asking you to start loving yourself, paying attention to what triggers you. Why are you the leader that you are? Why do certain things that people in your teams or your family, why do they trigger the hell out of you? And why does that get you upset? So the first phase really is about sending that love to yourself, looking at yourself with benevolence and loving kindness, and with love. Now, some of you are probably at this point saying, isn't that a bit touchy-feely? We're talking about love. As a leader, am I not going to be placing myself in jeopardy if I just operate from a place of love? Because we don't tend to associate love with power in our society. But the reality is that interacting with love means we accept what is, because love is unconditional. Real love is unconditional, meaning that we accept people where they are. We accept the situation that we're dealing with as it is. We acknowledge our own strengths and weaknesses as leaders, and we build off that. And so when I say that we lead from a place of love and benevolence, what I'm saying is we are leading from a place of honesty and authenticity, which can then build trust within ourselves, trust within our teams, and really contribute to significant transformational changes in our leadership environment and approach. Metta means that we look at our teams with kindness, recognizing that everybody's bringing their own stuff to the table. We all bring our past traumas, we all bring our past experiences, we bring our strengths, and we bring our areas where we need to improve on. So we look at everybody as a whole based on all their parts and all the things that they bring to the table without any judgment of any of those parts. With a recognition we just need to work with that. We're not trying to control with manipulation, sticks and carrots, but what we're trying to do is work with people where they are, motivate them to continue to grow as individuals, but also motivate them to grow as individuals within a collective. And that collective could be a workplace, it could be a family, it could be a small team, it could be a large team, or it could even be on a global level. How do we individually contribute to growth and change, and how do we contribute to the why of our organizations and to the mission of our organizations? So that is why the term meta leadership resonates so strongly for me. There is also a little bit of a play on words here in terms of using meta leadership, because if it was META leadership, we would say it was a new and improved form of leadership. And in some ways, this could be considered a new and improved form of leadership, but in many ways, it is a remembering of leadership of the past. It's a remembering that people used to operate in communities of connection and support.